Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between. Jason, my brother, how you doing?
Fantastic, man. How's it going?
Good. So, one of tonight's main topics: are critics just big meanies?
Well,
And we'll get into that.
sometimes I'm sure they are.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. But so, how was your week, Mister Birthday Boy?
Oh yeah, we got through it, slugged it out, delivered the goods, all that good stuff.
Nice, nice. So, yeah, I thought Jason was turning 50, so I'm an idiot. But there you go.
Look at the head on that thing.
Right? Look like a fucking okay. Now turn left. Put your fingerprints. Yeah, it looks like a fucking headshot. Uh-huh. Then before we go any further, we got a special birthday wish in for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here it is.
Ah, my man, Jeff.
Scott Soto says happy birthday to you.
Nice.
Right.
Love some Jeff Scott Soto. Man.
Yeah, we'll have the Soto report later on in the show, like every Saturday here.
I need to know what he's up to.
Live at the Vag. Oh, I got an update for you.
Okay, good.
But so we are now 5 days a week here at CreatiVity Talkin. We're either doing CreatiVity Talkin Saturday nights live with the Vag, or we're doing streamage twice on Tuesday and Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We do tunage. We're having a lot of fun doing tunage. There's just now we're getting to a point where so many people are telling us which tunes to. So it's challenging.
Hey, we take requests, so send them in, folks.
Right, absolutely. So we'll see if anyone plays along tonight. So if you have any questions about critics or statements about critics, just type in below and we'll get it on the show. And that's where
the hell's going on with my hat tonight?
I don't know, man. Looks like is it a
little crooked
because I can't see it. You're supposed to have a crooked hat. You live in the fucking country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
It's the Carolina lean, I guess.
It was always funny when you'd see George putting out.
Hey,
maybe that. Hey, maybe George, how you doing? Great. Hey, man.
Hey, maybe he's here with us tonight. Maybe that's why my hat keeps turning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Got a little melting going on.
Oh, fallen brother.
Mm-hmm. And all right. So what else happened this week with you?
I mean, my life's really not that exciting these days.
They said it was going to snow here, and it didn't again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's always fun.
We hit 81 here one day. Yeah. No, I mean, not exciting is a good thing at this point because at our age, exciting means like trip to the ER, some stupid shit you don't want to do.
Nice.
Nah, I just hammered it out with work.
It only took Jason 12 years to figure out why the dentist was asking for a what do you call it? Giving him a colonoscopy.
The dentist.
Hey, 2 for 1.
Yeah. Hey, just rinse it off, Doc.
Yeah.
No, nothing great to report, but like I said, going to the guitar show in the morning, that's going to be cool for me. It's my people, my scene, Yep.
And where's this guitar show at?
It's going to be in Asheville, North Carolina.
Nice. And how big a turnout does it usually get?
It's a 2-dayer. I usually go Sundays, so Saturday's probably the busier day, I would guess. So I really can't report on that. I haven't been on a Saturday, but yeah, it's a cool show. They come from all over the country. A lot of the big dealers there and stuff like that. And I'll see plenty of wonderful things that I can't afford, I'm sure.
Right. How many parts are you going to bring home?
I'm going to try to. You read my mind, man. You know me.
Because now it'd be about parts rather than.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to be looking for, all that stuff, bridges and tuners and stuff like that. So.
Right on.
Yep. I'm hopefully going to come back with some gear for the next few builds and,
Nice. And our buddy Jason Wells will be appearing at the Texas Guitar Show, and he'll be performing there.
Awesome.
later in the month. Yeah, so something okay, so you know I'm a huge fucking Mel Brooks fan, right?
Oh yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Well, History of the World Part 1, remember that movie?
Uh-huh.
Well, they did a reboot of it, so here's my little here's my reboot news. Where's the graphic? Got to be professional about this shit, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's nothing
Halfway.
sacred with this reboot shit.
Oh, well, at least I mean Mel Brooks was involved, kind of.
Oh, he was, okay.
There we go. Only took me a year and a half to find it.
Yeah, you're getting it.
But I can tell you this is what I can tell you. That search that took me to find that is more exciting than the piece of shit they rolled out for us with this one, ladies and gentlemen. History of the World Part 2 has great people in it. I only laughed out loud once by the end of the third episode, and I refused to watch the fourth. I am a huge Mel Brooks fan, and the direction was horrible. The writing was bad. One sketch was really good. It was the Kama Sutra one. That was pretty funny. But it was all derivatives of something else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was nothing really original in it that I saw. And it was just, dude, broke my heart, man. Because, you know.
I just wish they'd leave the old classics alone, you know?
Well, yeah. Well, just like, you know, like for Pat's birthday, they go, hey, we'll go see Talkin and George Lynch. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. You know, I'm sure I'd like to hang out with Pat, but
Sure, yeah.
I've seen footage of Don Dockin lately. And the last Dockin show that I saw, he was cranking, and it was a great show.
Yeah.
So why muddy that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I am about shit.
Yeah. And I love Don too, man. But you know, some guys, there comes a time, you know.
Right. And of course he wants us to keep playing, but who are we to fucking say anything? But if speaking of saying anything, hey, why don't you click that like and subscribe button and you know, don't forget to share.
Help your brothers out.
Right. Totally. Subscribe. It's free. But yeah. So that's one of the kind of things that bugs, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have George Lynch playing he goes up and plays 3 Dockin tunes with Don.
Yeah.
So he's playing twice. So that's kind of a weird, I'm sure it's a cash thing and, you know, but yeah, Wolfgang Van Halen is almost finished with his
new record,
his new album.
Nice.
You know, it had to be hard to sit on that thing for fucking, was it 3 or 5 years he sat on it? 3 years, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
You know, totally understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, so
yeah, when you're ready to get on with it.
Right, totally. But yeah, I'm sure his first album, I really liked it a lot, man.
Yeah, it was solid.
And he was always a solid player when he was in Van Halen, so I don't see why people ever have an issue with the dude.
Yeah.
He was a nice man. So Pete Townshend's got his first solo album out in 29 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm. And have you checked it out?
You know, recording a new Who? He's like, why?
Why?
It's like, why bother? No one wants to hear the new shit. They want to hear all the old stuff, and it's just a waste of money at this point.
Yeah, well, I get it.
You know, basically, if legacy artists are still putting out records, it's not necessarily because they're making money on them.
No.
It's just, hey, man, we write songs.
We've got this material. We want to do something with it.
Judas Priest, they're almost done with their follow-up album to the last one that was really good.
Yeah.
But let's see here. So this was kind of a funny headline. Megadeth's Dave Mustaine, this is from Blabbermouth. Megadeth's Dave Mustaine admits he has difficulty getting up to a certain pitch now with his vocals.
Okay.
Didn't he just always sing and like he wasn't, he wasn't doing Tate like Screams or Halford, you know.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but again, I mean, it's
Oh, me, meet the real me in my misfit. Oh, in my misfit, in my misfit. Come on.
right. And it was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
But like we were just saying about Don, I mean, it's just age gets everybody. I mean, Michael
Oh, I
Sweet.
love Dave Mustaine. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. You know what I mean? I just thought that was like a funny headline.
I mean, some singers can beat Father Time a lot longer than others, and
Well, it's all how you take care of yourself, and
yeah,
of course, Dave's going to have some issue because he went through a major illness. His whole body changed.
yeah,
His treatments were not walk in the park. So I mean, of course, he's not going to.
right,
And dude, a lot of these people are like, oh man, blah, 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 blah. Like, man, these dudes are like 60 and 70. What do you want
yeah,
from them? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Just enjoy the fact that you're still able to go see him live, and
Yeah. Jesus Christ, shut up already.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I
man.
thought that was funny. And then what's his name's been playing with Megadeth.
Oh, Marty Friedman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that was a.
so go ahead.
I was gonna say, that era of Megadeth was such a great lineup when Nick Menza was alive and Marty was playing guitar. That
Yeah.
was like, classic.
Yeah, Dave Mustaine was asked how he compensates on stage for the fact that maybe he can't do some of the things he could do 4 decades ago, as anyone could. He
Right.
responds as transcribed by blabbermouth.net. Well, I don't really know what I cannot do. I used to do 40 years ago. I think that probably the only thing I have any difficult with is getting up to a certain pitch. Now that I've had my neck operated on and had a metal plate put in my spine because of the damage that happened to my neck. All right. Yeah. So probably
Fair enough.
positioning. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be a victim. I can't stand people who play the victim. So I'm not going to give you any litany of all my injuries. But suffice to say, I feel great right now and don't really think there's anything that I cannot do. But yeah, it goes on, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, we love our Dave Mustaine.
Oh yeah.
But they asked George Lynch about the hey, what about a Dockin reunion? He's like, no, that ship's already left the harbor. It's a money thing probably with Don. And
yeah. Well, those two.
how would you want to? And I don't mean to bag on him,
Yeah, those two haven't gotten along for years either.
Yeah, but not, then they said they're getting along fine now. They're old, fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Well,
looks like you're having a moment of high joy with a goat because you're frozen over here.
oh, you just froze a minute ago too. Weird.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta
frozen.
frozen. I
But,
gotta figure out what.
Yeah, so that's good old Dave Mustaine. Let me pop you back on.
You got me.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3.
Anything?
No, you've just hold on. It's all black. Yeah, it's like you're in a cave.
I'm telling you, I gotta call my local cable provider, I guess.
No, dude, just get that wire. It's $10.
Well, send me a link, man. The one I need, the right one.
All righty, will do.
Yeah,
Will do. Let's see. Usually it'll like jog you back on if I do. Here, try hopping back on, and I'll
okay.
right on. Let's see. But totally, there we go. So George Lynch and Don Talkin, great band, wrote a lot of great songs, but most of the fans probably agree that ship has sailed, and Lynch Mob's doing a great job. And the singer they have there, holds his own pretty well during the classic Dockin songs they play, respectively. And not taking anything away from Don, not at all. I mean, his tunes were the soundtrack of my teenage life. But, Austin Moe will be coming out with his new album shortly. So hope to see a music video in the next couple of weeks here. We'll get that on you. But there you go. Yeah, all good. But yeah, I was just talking about Austin Moe's CD that's coming out in a few weeks, and
Oh, is it coming out that soon?
This music video, yeah. So
Nice.
hopefully we'll be back on here to premiere that stuff with us.
Right on.
It looks like Cheap Trick is back. So they're playing local.
Cool.
Uh-huh. And let's see. They say you can pick your friends, but you can't, and you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. I disagree. And speaking of picks, we have Jason's picks. And here is your pick of the week. Go ahead.
Yeah, the so our old pals Extreme, after I don't know, God, was it 15 years or more? I don't know. Have come out with a new record called
How long of that?
the tune
They
is
haven't put out
Rise.
like 30 years, right? Or 20 years?
It's at least probably 15.
I mean, we don't know, but it's
Yeah,
been
we're
a
not
long
sure.
fucking time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I'll look at it.
But anyway, yeah, they released, the new way that, seems like a lot of bands are just releasing a single at a time now, and that's cool. That seems to work in the new market. But yeah, new tune Rise. I mean, it's pretty heavy for Extreme, good grinding guitar work in it. Nuno's top form.
Yeah, the
of course.
last album it says here, Jason, it was Saudades de Rock, and that was released in August of 2008, and then before that, Waiting for the Punchline in 95. So, yeah, so explain to people if they don't know who Nino is.
Oh yeah, Nuno Betancourt, man. It's just fantastic, amazing guitar player. He was a hot one back in the day, and even better these days. I think he's been playing with like Rihanna, off and on. Maybe touring with her a little bit in the Extreme's absence.
Yeah, and everyone loves this guy. Like all guitar players love him.
Yeah, he's
and
a
so many
monster, man.
people think that the best guitar solo ever was from Get the Funk Out.
Well,
a lot of like guitarists are like that.
Yeah,
solo right there.
He's hot, man. He's got his own thing, I mean, you could tell it's Nuno's playing.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just glad to see them still doing it. You know what I mean? And,
yeah, you know what? If Extreme had come out like 3 or 4 years earlier than they did, they would have been fucking. I mean, they were big.
Yeah,
but they could have been like Van Halen huge.
Yeah, they were a little on the tail end there, weren't they?
Yeah, and then they brought in horns and I like my horns.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do? I mean, if this first single's any indication of the record, it should be a good one,
Yeah.
So, and that's all I got, man. Other than that, it's been a little dry on the new music front for me, anyway. If you folks know something that I haven't heard about, send us some comments so I can check it out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then okay, what else we got here?
Oh yeah, those guys again.
Uh-huh. They're waiting for Jason to go to sleep. Look at the guy in the back. He's like,
yeah. Like, I'm watching him, boss.
Right. And then, of course, you'll have your nice birthday.
There I am, sitting all alone with my balloons and my candles.
61.
Yeah.
No, the other person's taking the picture, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
There I am.
I didn't even have a cake.
Yeah. I'm diabetic. I shouldn't have cake.
Right?
I do anyway, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, so I guess we're going to have to go to the
soda report. Nice. I've been waiting all night for that.
All right, so this, of course, is also on Blabbermouth the other day. This is from March 8th. Headline states, Jeff Scott Soto stands by his claim that Yngwie Malmsteen threatened to cancel concert if singer was in attendance. That's fucking hilarious. That is funny.
So he threatened to cancel it if Jeff showed
Yeah,
up.
it says in a new interview with YouTube channel Brazilian music journalist Igor Miranda, ex-Ingve singer Jeff Scott Soto, who's had an acrimonious relationship with the legendary Swedish guitarist in recent years, reflected on his claim that Ingve threatened to cancel the concert in Agora Hills, May of 2022. Da 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 da. After finding out his former bandmate was in attendance, Jeff said, I thought it was kind of funny. I mean, when I posted about it on social media that night, I was doing it because it was so unbelievable. I was laughing. I was like, I have to share it because it's just so silly. Then to be called a liar about it even made more funny to me, because why would I lie about something like that? Why would I even care to go to any extreme to go see somebody who doesn't want to see me or doesn't want me around them? Of course, I was there to see my friend's band playing. They invited me. It's a place that I go to all the time. I didn't feel like there was any harm going to be done if I just kind of,
Yeah, what the hell?
yeah. That says two guys. Let's see, and of course the word was out that I was there. I was told if I'm going to remain in the building, the show would be canceled. It's a 2,001 billion% truth behind that. Two guys came up to me that work there, that I know that work there. They said, I don't know what this is about, Jeff, but I'm sorry to tell you that we've been informed if you don't leave, the show is going to be canceled. And I was going to leave anyway. I was there to watch my friend's band. Then they were finished. Well, when they were finished, I was paying my bill to the bartender, who's also a very good friend of mine. And everybody watched that happen. We're just like, can you believe this? But
crazy, man.
Yeah. So anyway, it goes on, but you know.
Poor Jeff.
You know what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Oh, we still love him, man. We won't kick him out.
Absolutely. And that has been
the
Soto Report. And he's in Brazil doing a handful of shows, actually.
So. Yeah, who's better than him, man?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're going to get to the Biff. Are critics just big meanies? Now,
so what's the backstory? You'll have to bring me up to speed.
So this is from GeekTyrant.com. Seth Rogen calls negative movie reviews devastating and knows people who have never recovered from them. Okay.
Are you serious?
Yeah, wait. Okay, so Seth Rogen has a pretty cool career as an actor, and it includes a variety of different film projects and characters that he's played over the years. Some of the films he's made have been great and praised, while others have been not so good in the nature of the business, or it's the nature of the business. Sometimes the movies that are made are good, and sometimes they're bad. During a recent interview on the Diary of a CEO podcast, Rogen opened up about bad reviews that are written by critics and how hurtful they are to people. He calls them devastating, and he knows people have never recovered from them. He explained.
My God. And this year's Academy Award goes to?
He says, I think if most critics knew how much it hurt the people that made the things that they are writing about, they would second guess the way they write these things.
Yes, because nobody wants to hurt anybody.
I know people who've never recovered from it, honestly. Years, decades of being hurt. It's very personal. It's devastating when you are being institutionally told that your personal expression was bad. Institutionally? That's something that people carry with them literally their entire lives, and I get why. It fucking sucks. Rogen went on to talk about his own 2011 movie, The Green Hornet, which wasn't met with much praise from critics, but says that the good box office results for the film helped him through that. For Green Hornet, he said, the reviews were coming out and it was pretty bad. People just kind of hated it. It seemed like a thing people were taking joy in disliking a lot. But it opened to like $35 million, which was the biggest opening weekend I've ever been associated with at that point. It did pretty well. That's what's nice sometimes. You can grasp for some sense of success at times. But he went on to say that he was most upset about the movie The Interview because it felt like a personal rejection to him being a producer and director of the comedy. Okay.
So I just have to
they're like the people that are complaining that this should have been nominated because of this. What? No, like what if it wasn't as good as other films or whatever?
Yeah.
And here's the thing, dude, if you don't want to be criticized, don't make art.
Stay out of the public
Yeah,
eye.
I mean, what do you like?
Yeah.
I literally don't understand.
When you choose a high profile career in, like you said, the arts, be it video or,
Right.
film,
Can you
music,
imagine if he was in
whatever.
a band?
Ah,
Like starting on a band and like 10 people are booing, like, well, that's the same shit.
yeah. Just tough it out, man. Finish
Hey,
do
here's
your
the thing,
thing.
man. You got paid, you did your job. Not everything's going to do well, even if it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movies and box office success do not necessarily mean the same things.
Right.
Mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Yeah, I don't, in all this, I'm so tired of hearing about people's feelings. I mean, get over your feelings. I mean, that's not even,
Feelings. Nothing
you're gonna,
more.
you're gonna live your life based on how you feel, then you're gonna be
Somebody
tough.
better call the ambulance.
Yeah, I mean,
Eric,
we've been around a little while now, and I'm telling you what, sometimes you gotta ignore your feelings and just get
I'll
on with
tell
it.
you what. I'll tell you what. We're going to get a lot of propane. We're going to cook up some 1,000 pounds of ribs.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has hurt feelings once in a while. You still gotta get up and get after it.
Dude, I don't, but you know what I mean? And don't read the fucking reviews,
Well,
Now,
the whole idea that somebody's got to curb their opinion for your feelings too is just
well, here's the
bullshit.
thing. Are they
I hate to
actual
break it to you.
reviews? Is he actually talking about people who doing reviews? Or are they talking about trolls on the internet versus,
Yeah,
bloggers?
right. Yeah, there's a million variables there, but still,
Yeah, because some bloggers can come across really
toughen it.
hard in their criticisms and stuff, and you gotta.
Well, get over it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
You
some
put
are overly, like us. Like we're critics for tunage, but we're not going to shit on anything because we're not going to play anything we don't like.
right.
Because why waste
Well,
our time? And there's no reason for us to shit on music. It's all subjective.
yeah, and I mean, when you make the choice to go into that line of work and you put yourself in front of the camera or whatever the medium, you're gonna get a good bit of that. Just know it and deal with
Right.
it.
But
Because there's a lot of dickheads in the world. I'm just gonna say that. I'll leave that there.
what? Hey, did you guys hear that?
I saw this meme today. Actually, it was great. It said, "The world is not full of assholes. They're just strategically placed
Yeah.
so
Right.
that you'll run into at least one every day."
Like Spice, they're strategically placed.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. This we got to make this before I die. This is my bucket list project.
Right. Right. Right.
V meets the aliens.
Oh my God, dude, that's going to be so funny. Okay.
He
Well,
had nothing but a bottle of baby oil and a bottle of Viagra.
right. Okay. So this is under Mahalia Barnes and Joe Bonamassa.
Said right.
Right. Australian artists always give you 100% in every state in everything, stage presence, vocals, etc. In many ways, we are the great untapped territory of world music. So many great artists in this country. Our music lineage goes right back to the 60s, just that we didn't sweep the world until the 70s and 80s. Keep discovering. Thumbs up. Thanks, Craig Alden. Appreciate it, brother.
And we love you. We
Yeah.
love you guys down there.
Miss Susie Cusey says, what did you expect? She's Jimmy's daughter. The whole family is immensely talented. Jimmy's kids were in a band called the Tin Lids. Nasty Gal. So that's coming up in the next few weeks. You need to watch Slow Train, Holly and her friends. Let's see here. What else? Oh, let's see. And this is under Soothe Me. How good was that? So good. Thanks so much for that walk down memory lane. What a powerful duet. Waving from Australia. Well, just so you know, Foster's. In your honor, I'm having a little Foster's. I know it's probably should have been something else, but
You didn't do that. It's Australian for beer, mate.
No, because I don't want to insult our friends down in Australia.
Right, and I'm applauding you for holding back on that one.
Absolutely, nah, you know.
Yeah.
I've never met an Australian I didn't like. Put it that way.
No,
They're
great
just
people. Man.
yeah, great attitudes too.
Yeah.
Jimmy, best damn vocalist ever. Laughing, his rendition of Wild Thing live is insane. Sam and Jimmy, what a brilliant duo. Grew up listening to Jimmy, and yes, remember listening to Sam as a child. Fantastic idea to put them together. Okay, Gotta skip around here. Gotta do the jump around. Okay, let's see. Creativity talking. Her mate Prinny Stevens. Oh, where'd it go? Dude, there's like, wow. Her mate Prinny Stevens got more votes. I guess they're on the thing. She didn't make it past the battle rounds on The Voice. So Mahalia Barnes is on The Voice.
Oh wow.
And didn't make past the battle rounds.
Mm.
And I respond, what? You've got to be kidding me. I love finding out all this stuff. Some surprising info. Just goes to prove the point that the most talented are playing somewhere while someone's cousin who can't play gets the record deal. Thanks for watching. Great information, Jade Codswell Smith. Mm-hmm. And she replies, her mate Prinny Stevens got more votes. Many believe it was because she didn't fit the mold, i.e. she was too big. I don't recall how far Prinny got, but she's made a career in musical theater. Both are powerhouse performers, but we are blessed so many here in Oz. Go down the Oz rabbit hole and you will see. Nice. Yeah. I didn't think she was a big girl at all. That's fucking stupid. Okay. Then we have, because the U.S. had the boss and John Mellencamp, there was nowhere to put Jimmy in the 90s and the 80s with Cold Chisel. They wanted to dictate to the band, and the band said no, and came back and wrote a song called You've Got Nothing I Want by Cold Chisel, which sums up their opinion of the U.S. recording company bosses. Everyday Aussies are grateful because that means we got to keep Jimmy and us oldies all down to our grandchildren go to his concerts. Cold Chisel songs and Jimmy solo songs are passed from generation to generation. As with most Aussie artists in the music, the world misses out on. Here is When Something's Wrong with My Baby by Jimmy Barnes and he gives me like a whole bunch of fucking links and stuff to go.
Nice.
So that was really cool. Thank you, Ren.
Yep.
So
yeah, check it out.
Or it's we're getting so many comments now. It's hard to keep up with them. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a nice problem to have for a change.
Yeah, right. So thanks everyone for watching, of course.
Absolutely.
So. What else we got here? Okay.
Man, and I'll tell you what, just for everybody, I'm not like loaded. I'm just like at hour 22, something like that. So yeah.
Hour 22. What?
Yeah, being awake.
Oh, gotcha.
I was watching my eyelids get narrower and narrower.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Hold on to that. And it looks like Ezra Miller is out as Flash. And the rumor is, after the Flash movie. And the rumor is that Grant Gustin, who played Flash on television for 9 years, will be taking his place and be the Flash in the DC universe.
Right.
There you go. All right, so Jason's dragging ass, and it's going to be his birthday in a little bit. So we're going to end the show a little early today. And everyone, including Mr. Jeff Scott Soto, wishes, Jason. Why did I call you Jeff?
Because you love Jeff Soto.
I was just looking at Jeff Scott Soto. That's why. Because Jeff Scott Soto says happy birthday to you.
I love it, man.
Imagine this says 51.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, I'd rather be 50.
But
I'll take a do-over.
Right. Yeah, so go out and check out this week on Tunage. We'll have Mark Broussard, Cry to Me. That's the artist that Jason brought in. Totally amazing performer. Beth Hart and Joe Bonamassa will be I'd Rather Go Blind. And then we will be doing another Broken Peach cover called Personal Jesus. And these are all by request, by the way, from you guys. So Thank you. And don't let your meatloaf
Don't let your bags
Jason,
stray.
don't burn the house down with all the candles tomorrow.
Right.
All right, buddy. Love you. Happy
All right.
birthday.
Love you guys.
All right, later.